What if there was nothing? The thought ran across my mind when I was 5 years old. Like most young minds work, most thoughts just passed along my periphery, a shooting star of inspiration, and I let it go. But this thought stops. A North Star in the sky, a distant fire coming to my eye. For some reason, this means something. And maybe it's because that the idea of absolute nothingness, no matter, no thought, is so bewildering to a 5-year-old that it fascinates me. And it impresses me. And so I reach up and I put it in my pocket. And from the sky falls the winner of my youth, the initial moment of internal inspiration. From this point forward, my imagination means something to me. You see, in my puerile 5-year-old mind, I see on a black canvas 2 distant beams of light, one brighter than the other. This is my idea of nothingness, and I can still see it in my head today. This image, crafted by youth, is now my banner for this abstract idea. Something that 20-year-olds slough off, and 40-year-olds fear, and 80-year-olds crave. When we reach death, will we be ready? I remember the first time that I gave blood. Just that moment of fear that you probably should have followed the impulse to reject the needle. It can be haunting. And as the nurse walks away, this vampiric straw sucks life from my vein. The walls lean in, the ceiling reads me my last rites. Purple veins bulge, black shades iris in on my pupils. My arms begin to freeze. I'm fading out over here. Death, for once, felt close. And as I faded, I see this image of these 2 distant lights, and a voice whispers in the back of my head, "Will death bring you the nothingness you always imagined?" My grandpa tells me that we get to a point in our lives where we wish for ultimate bliss. Not death, but blissful nothingness. An escape into eternal sleep, infinite warmth. And that's exactly what Grandma was looking for that one morning when they woke her up from her hospital bed. And as they helped her up, her eyes rolled into the back of her head. It doesn't matter whether she knew where she was going or not, but she was ready for it. And so now I realize that to experience nothing is to turn your back on everything you know, because everything you don't know has finally conquered comfort and routine. This idea in my head is so complex. Notice that the black canvas isn't even a canvas anymore, but it's a sphere, and you try to reach out in front of you. And so I reach in my pocket, and I pull out my star. Heartbeat. My face fades into the dark side of the moon.